we were kind of thinking about there's a lot of parallels between the transformation you've recently gone through in getting in shape and fixing parts and service departments. Like the recipe for improvement, the recipe for wanting a better outcome and then getting that outcome are very similar in a sense. And even though we fix service departments and parts departments, oftentimes we don't realize that those same things apply in our own stuff, right?
Yep, exactly.
We don't always drink our own medicine. And I think it's interesting, and I think our listeners will think it's interesting, that the recipe is pretty similar to what you did or what we would do if we went into a dealership to fix it, right?
Yep.
And so the first thing I think off of the top is you wanted a different outcome. So you felt unhealthy, you were heavy, and you wanted to get in shape. So what specifically was the outcome that you wanted?
Yeah, so I had in my head, I wanted to lose 45 pounds. That's the number.
45. So that's pretty aggressive. So we would say like a dealership would come to us and they'd say, we want to have the best customer satisfaction numbers, and we want to be 40% net to gross. We want our processes to be smooth, and we want it to look easy.
Yeah, so I would say that that's the thing that probably and
that's lofty, right? 45 is lofty. Like there's a lot of dealerships that come to us and they're like, hey, we just want to break even, or we just want to not have so many unhappy customers, or whatever it is. But you're with 45 pounds, I think you're aligning yourself with kind of a pretty ambitious goal.
Yeah, and I think that where I've felt the healthiest in my life, and what I recognized was that, you know, just being healthy in itself, you can't just eat nothing and lose a bunch of weight, right? You have to have a system to it. And then the other thing that you recognize is that if you just do one part of it, it's not near as effective as you fix the whole. That's where I think that...
Well, I think before the system, you got a coach.
Yes.
Okay, so you had the want, and then the first thing you did is you went and found somebody who had a proven track record of helping people do this that you bought into, because I've heard you kind of explain it. For some reason, whatever it is, you had a lot of belief in this person to do what it was. So same thing, somebody reaches out to us and says, hey, we want to do better. Mm-hmm. So they find a coach, and that comes before the system, right? Because I think oftentimes what happens, and now it's going to happen to you, and it probably already has, is people look at your transformation and they just assume that you did it on your own, or you had super hyper discipline that nobody else has, or that you got lucky, or that there was a change in your life. But the truth is you intentionally went and found somebody who has a recipe, who has a system, and then you applied that recipe, and that person, just like we kind of understand when somebody comes to us, there are variables, and it's not a straight line, right? Everybody's right. A little bit different. So you find this person, this coach, right? So how did you find him?
Just through a different kind of like, I would say like a mastermind type group that I was with. He was a guest speaker at one of the things that I was a part of.
And you just instantly believed in his credibility.
From the second that he said something, that makes a whole lot of sense, and that I'd been doing it the hard, because I've lost weight in the past, but clearly did
you pay them?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's another part of this. Interestingly enough, the people that get the best results are the people that pay the most.
Yeah.
Because you're just more committed, right?
Yeah. Free advice is just free advice.
Yeah, you have nothing vested. So you personally paid, so you found the coach and you paid for them.
That's right.
Which is going to make you take it a little more seriously, right? And so then once you pay them, you are given a system, and is there like coaching calls, or how does it work?
Yeah, so it's all virtual, but the thing that really reminds me of the stuff that we do with our clients is that there's a daily accountability report that I have to submit.
And you do it every day?
Every day.
Oh.
Weekends, everything. I'm weighing myself on the weekends. I'm reporting my food, everything like that.
Thanks so much for watching this clip of Service Driving Revolution. We're uploading new stuff every day, so make sure you subscribe and click the bell icon so you don't miss out. If you have a question you'd like us to answer on the show, call 8333-ASK-SDR and we'll answer your question on the show. That's 8333-ASK-SDR. For special deals on our books and training, head over to offers.chriscollinsinc.com. Now that's offers.chriscollinsinc.com. I'm Chris Collins, and I'll see you in the next video.